Okay then, it continues, doesn't it? It continues. We've got Wooton. We've got Woodburn. We've even got Edwina Curry now. V, Schofield and Willoughby. Before I go any further, this one is especially for Anne. I'm going to try to sit still. Anne, a young lady who was passing through, I say lady, I hope she, what did he say, identifies as lady, because I can't go in for this, that, them or they. I can't do any of that palaver. I'm assuming you're a lady, Anne. Has asked me to sit still, said it's off-putting. I've got a chair that moves a lot, I move a lot, I fidget. I don't think I'm going to be able to sit still, but I'm going to do my best, if only for this one posting. Yeah, but last night, the latest from Dan Wooton, he had a couple of people on the show. He had I called her Aggie, didn't I, the other day? I don't know how I did that, but I did. It's Kim Woodburn, a devout Philip Schofield hater. He had her on the show a few days ago. She was on again last night, along with Edwina Curry and another lady who I can't remember. And it was strange. He left Kim till last again, as he did before. If you watch me earlier posting, he had Kim on a week ago. As I say, I kept calling her Aggie. Sorry about that, but I did. With old Jim MacDonald from Coronation Street, Charlie Lawson on. And I think it was Jonathan Shallett, the agent. And it never went right for Dan Wooton. He was asking them all, should Schofield go? When should he go? Obviously, he's a bad person, isn't he? He went to Shallett first, who said, well, he's never found him to be that bad. He went to then Charlie Lawson, who said exactly the same, but did say old Eamon has had a few digs at him, and he does trust him what Eamon says. And he was getting really, really concerned, was our Dan. He left, as I say, Kim till last, knowing that she does not like Philip Schofield. And obviously, it was a penalty kick, as he expects it to be. She went in all guns blazing. But unfortunately for Dan, she also turned on old Holly. Oh my goodness, did she turn on Holly? And Dan was like, oh my God, what's going on here? What's my researchers doing to me? They brought 3 people onto my show who hopefully are all going to be on my side and saying Schofield's got to go. I've got 2 Schofield lovers, and I've got old Kim, who does hate him. As I say, that was a penalty kick. But she's also turning on Holly, and Holly's a good friend of mine. Well, how did it go last night? Well, almost similar. They went with this lady, I can't remember her name of first, and she said, well, yeah, he's probably got to go. I think the debate last night was, who is the worst double act at the moment? Is it Schofield and Holly, or is it Keir Starmer and his number 2? Is it Angela Rayner? I think it's Angela Rayner, because questions were asked in Parliament yesterday. More of that in a moment. Anyway, this First Lady was all, yes, I think the worst couple would probably be Starmer and Rayner. They asked Edwina Curry next. Oh, definitely Starmer and Rayner, definitely. She was comparing Starmer to, what did she compare him to? She mentioned, is it animate objects that they called? She mentioned him to like a plastic, a bit of PVC, all shiny and malleable and not very good and whatever else. And then she went on to Richie Sunak. How she went on to Richie is beyond me, because that wasn't even part of the conversation. He's bright and shiny like metal. He's hard, he's strong. Oh, I like Richie, she said. Oh, I like Richie. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, Mrs. Sunak. Be worried. Be very, very worried. You know how we're doing a risk with Prime Ministers? Mrs. Major will vouch for that. And I thought to myself, oh, Edwina quite likes Rishi. With a bit of luck, Rishi does look like a bit of vintage. He's more his own age group with a bit of luck. But I think Edwina was, I don't know, casting, I don't know, well, I can't think of the term, but she was putting out there that she quite likes Rishi. That's what all I'm going to say. So anyway, she was also of the opinion the worst double act was Starmer and Rayner. They went to old Kim, and Kim almost said the same, but Kim went again. She went in hard at Schofield, but she saved a real hatred for Holly again. Oh, she went big style at Holly. I think Kim has thought to herself, well, Phil's gone. His days are numbered. He's had it. He's on borrowed time now, and I think it probably does look that way. But then, I think she started a movement to get Holly out. She did the same old again. Oh, Holly's no good. When he's laughed at me, she's laughed with him. When he's insulted me, she's never backed me up. She's never batted for me, or anyone else for that matter. Again, she's no journalistic background. Again, she's got no talent. Again, she's just a pretty face who goes, hee hee hee, and he's laughing in the background, so everything he says. And again, she's making shed loads of money. She's had shed loads of money for no talent. She mentioned that a couple of times. There's definitely, what's the word there? Envy there. Ooh, definite envy there. Anyway, it was weird because she was almost turning down Wooton against Holly. Well, I'm a defender of Holly. I like Holly. You know, she's very, very good. But Dan, is it right that she can sit on a chair with him, a sofa, for 10, 12, 14 years? He can talk down on her like you said he's been doing. He can be butted in when she's talking like you said he's been doing. He can be pulling his face behind her back like you said she's been doing. He can do all these things to his guests. These people, you've had people on tonight that have said he's awful to many guests. He's not liked in the industry. Surely, if he's that bad, she shouldn't still be with him. She should have left before now. And Dan's going, well, yeah, maybe you've got a point. Maybe she should have. So all of a sudden, old Dan is backing old Kim up there. Well, maybe Holly could have done better for herself. So all of a sudden, this loving that he's got with her, it seems to be softening. Now, I did mention to those that have seen it, what's the lady's name? Because I didn't know her before the other day. Sonia Poulton, who did a post on there, which I thought was brilliant. Really enjoyed it. I did a little thing myself to say, I've just seen her. I've actually subscribed to her channel. She doesn't need the subscribers. She's got thousands. I've got none. She's got thousands. I'm not known. She is. That's not a problem. But I like what she said, so I'm looking out for what she does in the future. I think she gave the best argument of anybody for him going. But I think she was also the lady that said, Holly isn't what she's supposed to be. She isn't what she's cracked up to be. And she gave us some reasoning behind those thoughts and told us of some issues that she's had with her and some of the instances that, some of the things that's happened. And it made me think twice about Holly. Now, many people are pushing for old Alison Hammond, saying that she's great. I don't know if it was Sonia Poulton. If it wasn't, there was somebody else that's been on the old GB News over the last few days. I don't watch it because I think it's a rubbish channel. That said, although I'm saying I don't watch it, I'm watching bits on YouTube. And I know somebody was calling Alison Hammond. I can't think who it is. But somebody was saying, look, she might come across as all sweetness and light, but she isn't that either. All I would say is, it seems to me that there's plenty of people in high positions on TV that are facing us on a daily basis that aren't very nice to others. And more importantly, aren't very nice to the lower rank people, the lower echelons, which to me is wrong. So I would suggest what ITV do is find the right people to put in the right shows that have talent, that have a background that suits the programme they're in, but that are also decent with other people, decent with other human beings, because that's what you should have. That is what you should have. But it was all going a bit dodgy last night for Holly, so all I would say now is there a little bit of a consensus, a little bit of a push to shove Holly aside as well? I'm sure initially that's not going to happen. I think it's Philip gone and Holly +1. But further down the line, from the fallout of this, will Holly be there for that long? You've got to ask yourself, viewers. You've got to ask yourself. Anyway, that's all from me. Your thoughts below. And if you've watched this and got to the end, was it a bit better? Because I don't think it's going to be in future. I think I'm going to be back and two, because I don't like sitting still, love. I don't know what it is. There's something about me that makes me move about. I am sorry. But as I said in reply to your post there, I'm not as professional as Sonia. She kept still and she was spot on. Better setting than me. Better mics, better this, better that. She's professional, like I said to you, which is why she got that many followers. I'm just off the cuff. You know, that's just me. You know, there's no script, there's no nothing. There's the odd name, so I can remember, like, Sonia, I've seen a name there because I may have forgotten it. And my memory's not that good because I'm getting older. So, as I say in the description of this channel, this is like no frills stuff. There's like no backing music, no background music, no graphics, no editing. I just do it, watch it, put it out, and that's it. If you can get used to that, and then fine. If you can't, I'm really, really sorry. But as they say, you can't please all the people all of the time. All I will say is, if you want to laugh, I keep telling people, go over to my Floella Benjamin one. It's only 7, 8, 9, 10 people watched it. It's a shame, because it's alright. As long as you're not easily offended, that is. But it's nothing bad. I would suggest you need to be over 40, 45 years of age to understand the joke in there, because it is based on a joke. And I think you need to be of a certain age to get the joke. Young guns would not understand it. Anyway, that's it from me. I kept as still as I could. Hopefully it worked. Thank you very much.